My good morning, folks. In case you don't remember, my name's Kamal and I solve wacky integrals for fun. But today I'm solving a differential equation. We have y double prime over y prime minus y prime over y equal to log y. Okay, cool. So we should definitely start with simplifying things. So we have y times y double prime minus y prime squared over y prime, or y times y prime, equal to log y. And we can expand using y prime times y. So we have y double prime, minus y prime squared equal to y prime log y. Now, the x term is missing explicitly, and we can invoke a very nice transformation here, and that is letting y prime equal u, which implies that d squared y over dx squared would be du over dx, but of course that is problematic, so we're going to invoke the chain rule and write this as du over dy times dy over dx, and dy over dx is just our u variable, so we have u times du over dy equal to d squared y over dx squared. So we have the necessary ingredients for our transformation. So y times y double prime is now yu du over dy minus u squared equal to y times y prime, so that's y times u again, times log y. Now, what we could do first up is expand using 1 over u being y prime, and y prime is clearly non-zero. So we'll expand using 1 over u to get what exactly? We have y times du over dy minus u equal to y times log y, and come to think of it, we should expand using 1 over y as well. So we're looking for a non-zero solution to our differential equation, which of course is perfectly valid. Y should be non-zero. So we have du over dy minus u over y equal to log y. And this is a linear differential equation that can be solved quite nicely using an integrating factor. So our integrating factor by the structure of the equation would be e to the minus integral of 1 over y dy, which would be e to the minus log y, or e to the log of 1 over y, which is, of course, 1 over y. Okay, cool. So expanding our differential equation by the integrating factor yields 1 over y du over dy minus u over y squared equal to log y times 1 over y, the left-hand side clearly being the derivative with respect to y of u over y, which it should be, of course, the whole point of the integrating factor thing. And we have 1 over y log y, and now we can integrate. So integrating with respect to y, I might as well not miss it, this time at least, although it's pretty much obvious. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we're integrating. So that means we have u over y on the left equal to what exactly? So we have log y times its derivative, and that whole thing is being integrated, which means I can invoke the power rule. So we have log squared y over 2 plus a constant of integration a over 2 just for aesthetic purposes. And this implies that u here equals 1/2 of y times log squared y plus ay. Now that is u in terms of y, which is cool, I guess. But wait, the u variable was the derivative of y with respect to x, which is exactly what we need to solve now. So we have dy over dx equal to 1/2 y times log squared y plus a times y. So that means we have a separable differential equation, dy over 1/2 of y log squared y plus a times y, terribly sorry about that, equal to dx, and we integrate. So on the left we have we have twice the integral of dy over log squared y plus a, where I factored out the term of y, leaving a 1 over y dy term. And on the right, I have x plus b. And of course, the factorization makes perfect sense because we can invoke a nice transformation. We could let log y equal t, which implies that 1 over y dy equals dt. So we have twice the integral of... Terribly sorry about that. Why do I have two dy's over there? Normally, I'm guilty of ignoring the differential element, but this time I threw in an extra one. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, we have dt, replacing the 1 over y dy term. And downstairs, we have t squared plus a, which looks pretty familiar. I believe that's the arctangent integral. So we have 2 over root a times inverse tangent of t over root a equal to x plus b. Expanding using root a over 2 gives us arctangent t over root a equal to a, no wait, it's root a over 2. Root a could of course just be called another constant, so yeah, why not? X plus b. So transforming root a to a, and we have arctangent t over a, terribly sorry about that, equal to a over 2 times x plus b. And of course, this implies that t over a would be the tangent of a over 2, which is, again, just another constant. So I could just transform a over 2 to a as well. So we have a x plus b. Or, wait a minute, if a over 2 is a, then this thing over here should be 2 times a, correct? Yeah, expanding by 2. Yep, that's exactly what I needed. So this implies that t here equals 2a times the tangent of a times x plus b. But wait a minute, what exactly was t, if I remember correctly? T equaled log y. So log y equals 2a times the tangent of a times x plus b. Nobody mentioned in the comments that 2a could be called a, because that would just make me change the a inside as well. So yeah, not gonna happen. That's enough tampering with the a parameter or the constant of integration. So this implies the y here is a funky looking exponential function. It's e to the 2a times the tangent of a times x plus b, which does look pretty cool. However, this can only be verified once my good friend Zunaid Parker differentiates this and plugs it back into the equation to verify the solution. So watch out for him in the comment section for providing all of the working. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.